Hello and welcome back to Dragonfall. We need to read the remainder of the... what? What? Oh, that's weird. It gave me the intro text again. Um, so, gotta look at these other things. I think I'm gonna do the jobs directory last, just because I don't want to get locked into something. I would hope it wouldn't, but I don't know. Let's see. Let's look at the team personnel files. Watch Monica's entry on Amsel. The image of Monica appears on the screen. Paul, a talented and well-connected fixer with contacts all over Berlin. She pauses for a moment. He's more to me than that, of course, but that's neither here nor there. The image winks back off the screen. You find yourself back at the menu. Wow, that's not really a personnel file, man. The image of winks on the screen. Dietrich, one of my dearest friends and a shaman of tremendous power. A good man to have on your side in a fight. I tend to use Dietrich in a support role. His magic can dramatically bolster the combat effectiveness of a frontline fighter like Iger or Glory. But when the chips are down, he's more than capable of dishing out punishment of it on his own. Can't think of much else to say about Dietrich. Just a good, reliable guy. She pauses for a moment. When she speaks, you hear a hint of guilt in her voice. He is getting a little long in the tooth for a Shadowrunner. I'm not sure how many more years he has ahead of him in this game, but I'll be happy to run with him as long as he's able. We'll see, I suppose. Glory, our damaged enigma. I've known her for almost 5 years now, but I don't think that I'll ever really know her. Somehow, I doubt that anyone will. Well, let me tell you, Monica. I've got her all figured out. On an operational level, Glory's solid. That chrome of hers may be old, but it gets the job done. I've seen her take a troll apart with her hand razors, and when her adrenal pump is running, she moves faster than anyone I've ever seen. On top of all that, Glory's a competent field medic. I don't know where she learned medicine, yet another question mark, but she's patched me up at least a dozen times. Between her skill with a medkit and Dietrich's magic, we haven't had much trouble with serious injuries, and in our line of work, that's a luxury. Monica pauses for a moment, then shrugs. That's really all that I know about Glory. She keeps to herself, barely talks, and spends most of her off time staring at nothing. I've seen this kind of behavior before, of course. Something bad happened in her past. Deep down, I think she's still running from it, and I'm sure that her cyberware ties into it somehow. I don't know. Maybe someday she'll open up to me. I'd like to think she will. We'll see, I suppose. Iger. What to say about Iger? She's smart, she's strong, and she's one hell of a soldier. In a close-up fight, I've seen her take apart an entire security team with her shotgun, and she's even more dangerous at range. It's a handy thing, having a trained sniper on the team. All in all, we enjoy one hell of an advantage thanks to her. Unfortunately, there are some disadvantages too. All of that military training has left her, how to say it, rigid, I suppose. Unlike the others, Iger isn't content to go with the flow. She wants lists and maps and timetables. She wants a hierarchy, and she wants it formalized. I don't think that she realizes it, but giving her what she wants would destroy this team. Glory and Dietrich wouldn't put up with it for more than a day or two. I know that I wouldn't, but she keeps on pushing all the same. Alright, that explains it a little bit better. I mean, it's not like new information, but that framing does make the whole thing make a tiny bit more sense. That it's less about, well, I don't know. I have mixed feelings on that because it's still personal in the sense of she thinks she should be the leader. And this is saying she just demands or really wants a strict structure. And those things are not opposed to each other. They're not even mutually exclusive, but it says it's one thing and projects as another. So it sort of works, sort of doesn't. Monica shakes her head. One of these days, this situation is going to come to a head. I just hope that it doesn't happen soon. Alice, my secret weapon. I've run enough with Alice to know that she's trustworthy. Good in a fight, too. Beyond all of that, it's good just to see her again. There aren't many people left from the old days. Far too few. And Alice, she smiles. Well, she was always the best of them. She takes a deep breath and shakes her head with a sigh. God, that was sappy. Mental note. Re-record this before Alice gets a chance to see it. At any rate, if anything happens to me, it's good to know that she'll be on hand to fill my shoes. It's not what Iger would want, but it is what would be best for the team. All right, that was a little shorter than I thought, but still interesting. All right, let's look at the BBS. All right, some stuff. Welcome to Shadowland. Search BBS for relative keywords. Topics matching local keywords. Oh, interesting. Well, this will be a fun read. Thread, killer in Seattle? Anyone else reading about this? City's got a Lone Star contract and they can't catch the guy. This Emerald City Ripper has been on a spree and so far no one has a clue. Pathetic. If something like that happened on my block, some vigilantes would have tracked him down and stopped him. Shows how good state payroll cops are. I mean, yes, Lone Star fucking sucks, but also... Well... So, let's see. That's... July 24th, 2054? Isn't it 2057 right now? Or 2056? It's several years after the first game, so... Who says it's a he? They don't have any leads. I'll be in Seattle next week. Forward any info you have about this Ripper, and I'll see about taking him out for a date with my Walther MA 2100. I'm sure the Lone Star will have a fat reward waiting for whoever blasts this goon. Classic internet bluster. Thread. Who is Blutz? I think that's the name. I'm still recovering the logs. This hot dogger just trashed my LAN TRID hosting server. Sounds like some kid pissed over his cartoons getting canceled. Left a bunch of garbage files all over my disks, and I'll be cleaning them up all day. It should make you pass a dumbass test before you're allowed to deck in this town. Step up your security. Write some white IC programs if you can. At least make the kid's hair stand on end for a few hours next time he tries it. Just make sure your IC is quick. Heavy hitting IC is no good if it can't catch up with an intruder. In fact, a fact that I take advantage of on a regular basis. Always running. Always. If you two are finished, I did have IC on the thing. Track the hole down. Grocery store across the street was piggybacking on my LAN, and they left an unsecured jack point in a bathroom stall. Old as hell maintenance jack in a fuse box, and my security ignored it. Mystery solved. Shadowland isn't your personal tech support board, Lumens. Glad to see you fixed your own problem. Only way you're gonna learn. I don't know if that's a reference to something else, but I sort of doubt it. Alright, so post pay data for sale. Attached data escrow account. Data will be automatically sold to the highest bidder. Both parties will remain anonymous throughout transaction. Alright, well. Alright, well, let's open the jobs directory. View all pending and active jobs. Nothing, okay. Is this not, okay, guess I gotta go elsewhere to start the thing. What's our actual... Oh, I guess we're just going out. Alright, well... I don't know if I should... I thought it said I needed to, pick a team, but maybe that happens when I go out the door. Not yet, I guess. Where would you like to travel? Assemble the team and travel to Das Kasselhaus Hotel to search for Green Winters. Here we go. The drug pit. Ah, drug pit, not dump. Das Kesselhaus Hotel and Nightclub. Crown jewel of Drogenkippe. The filthiest kias in Berlin. Opening the door to the ground level dance club is like bashing your is like bashing your head into a wall of sound. Flashing lights stab your eyes, and the air is as perfumed with cheap synthahol and the air. Struggling to read. And the air is perfumed with cheap synthahol and engine grease. Everything in here is cranked up to 11, a playground for the numb. Green Winters is somewhere in this building. You steel yourself for the sensory assault and step inside. The team makes a quick check of their weapons and follows you into Das Kesselhaus. Okay, now I'm picking my gear. Well, alright. You have karma available to upgrade your character's attributes and skills. Open the karma screen. Okay, so one of my viewers did make the suggestion that I should try and be better about spending my karma. I am going to work on that. So let's see. I want to make a bit of a plan. At the moment, I think what I probably need to do, if I'm continuing in the same vein as I did with the previous iteration of Alice, is that I need to improve my my various gun aptitudes. So, main component used to calculate the chance to hit with ranged weapons. I think that's really important. And then, yeah. Should I do that? Full auto? Or should I spend... Let's see. I can spend to choose my totem. Okay. So last time I picked Coyote... Oh, wait, are there more than... Oh, there are more. Interesting. Damage reduction of 3. That's cool. I assume that's like 3 armor, basically. Heals... Wait, isn't that the same? Heals all friends within 3 tiles of their most recent wound. Isn't that the same as Bear? Damage from their most recent attack. I mean, the language is slightly different, but it seems the same to me. Huh. Cancel from damage plus 4. Reduce accuracy by 10. Last 3 rounds. And I still don't fully understand how the totems work in terms of, like, you have to stay within proximity even though it ticks over multiple turns. So, with Coyote last time, I'd have to, like, use it, be the first one in the round, use it, and then anybody who still had AP within the circle had it triggered on them. So, but that's, well... Huh. thought there was something I read at some point about being able to have multiple totems at higher levels, but I don't know. Okay, move bonus of +2 squares for 2 rounds to all allies in an area around the shaman while cast. Okay, so that seems to carry over. Wait. Quickness +1. Is that not the same? Move bonus of 2 square. Because quickness is not. Quickness is actually just additional move speed. So are these not the same thing or close to the same thing? And this is 2 rounds, the other one is 3, but hold on. I'm gonna look this up because now I'm curious. Dragonfall totems. Looks like other people have the same question about bear and mother totems. So yeah, let's see. This is much easier to read in the wiki. Well, it's still all the same data. It's nothing new. Okay. But at least being able to compare them all lined up rather than one at a time. So I'm trying to think what I struggled with in the last game. Obviously that doesn't necessarily carry over to what the team will struggle with in this one, but hold on, let's see. I say coyote versus raccoon. Well, that's coming up with other shit. All right, well. Boost all friends within 15, 2 turns. Maybe I'll go with Eagle. I don't know. Sure, why not? All right. I guess we're gonna find Green Winters. This is a weird... What a strange layout. What's even down there? The stairs go down there, so why is this like elevated above? It's very confusing. Feels like this place should be populated with like hundreds of character models, but I expect maybe the engine can't handle it. Anyway, I think I'm actually gonna cut the episode here and we'll do the exploration on this next time.